Hello children, welcome to our 8th English class. In the last class, we learned topic about parts of speech. In that we covered noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, adjective. These are the adjective and adverb. These are the words we learned in the previous class. And I told you about the preposition. Preposition that I'll take in the next class. I informed you, but remember one thing children, regarding a preposition, you will get 1 mark question on your coming formative exam. Clear? You will get 1 mark question on your coming formative exam, and you, regarding the formative exam, even I like to inform that you have to read the textbook, because as you are in the 8th, not only 8th, up to when you come to even the 10th standard, you have to cultivate the habit of reading a textbook, because it improves your knowledge, because many questions may come in the middle of the textbook. Clear? One thing. And poem I told you, remember, beauty poem is there for memorization, that you have to read and memorize. That will also come for your formative exam. You have to read the Bahat poem. Along with the Bahatic poem, you have to read exercise part, in the sense related question answer or the both poem as well as the prose. You have to read. Clear children? Then, and articles I had given. Article I will do in the today class and next coming class. So these are the things you have to read and keep. Clear children? So move on with the topic. Preposition. What is a preposition? Write down. A preposition is a word. A preposition is a word placed before noun or a pronoun to show its relation to some other words in the sentence. I'll repeat once again. Preposition heading. A preposition is a word placed before a noun or a pronoun to show its relation to some other words in the sentence. Clear? What is a preposition children? Preposition is a word which comes before the noun or pronoun. Second, what you have to remember, to show the relationship with other word, in the sense to show the noun and pronoun relationship with the other word. So where the preposition play a role like a bridge, isn't it? So continue writing in the next para. Preposition tells us about the place or a position. Preposition tells us about place or position, about the particular person, place or thing. Preposition tells, I'll repeat once again. Preposition tells us about the place or position, about particular person, place or thing. Full stop. Which are the few preposition words? Children? Write down. See, these are few preposition words. In, of, at, under, on, to, by, with, between, among, into, upon, beside, besides, above, over, across, across, against, against, along, above, behind, etc. See, these are few preposition words. I am not telling only this much. Remember, these are only a few preposition words, because what I told, preposition is a word which come before the noun or pronoun to show the position. To show the position of a noun or pronoun, we use the preposition. To show the position of a noun or pronoun, we use the preposition, or it is like a linking word, or it is a bridge between noun or pronoun. So, whenever you read the sentence or a textbook, you should able to recognize the word. You should able to recognize the word which join the noun or pronoun, or which show the relationship with the other word. All such words are called as a preposition. So, here I have few of the word, which is like a joining words between noun and pronoun, or which can be used like a linking words, or it can be used as to show the position of a word. So this I felt. Suppose when you are reading, you may get more words that can be identified as a preposition. Clear? Then example. See, he sat on the chair. Example C. He sat on the chair. So here the word on. Show the relationship. With these two. Clear? And here, observe here, these preposition comes before the noun. Clear? You should not see here this one. These preposition come before the noun. Clear? See, suppose it shows the relation. These on words show the relationship with these noun, because this preposition show the relation. How it shows the relation? See, this is a pronoun. Clear? This is a noun. What relationship these pronoun have with this chair? Is it clear, children? Is it clear? These pronoun have relationship with this noun. What kind of a relation does it have? See, suppose you think that here the word on is not there. Here the word on is not there. Then he dash on the chair. Right? It may be I will give you few of the word. On, at, before, beside, of. I give you these preposition word and I tell you pick any one which is suitable for this sentence. What you will do? You will see he sat dash the chair. You will write beside the set he sat beside the chair in the sense next to a chair, right? So you will pick either it is a beside. This is the second option. Before, will you write before? Whether it is a before person, whether it is a person to use a before here? No. So at in the sense at present, the location it shows. So even you will give a at, before you will give a of next to a chair you like to be sit, because here when there is a on option is not given, then you like to give option like a beside. Is it clear? So you have to see the option which is given. Depending upon the option you like to be right. Clear? So the question may be comes like this on your formative exam. So be ready to write. Clear, children? Then one more example. She lost her dash. Sorry, she lost her ring. She lost her ring dash the beach. Okay, option I would like to give. Again, take options like on, at, off, then beside. Out of this, which will pick, children? She lost her ring dash the beach. What you like to write? Yes, correct. It is at. Because at in the sense location where it shows. You cannot here write on, because on in the sense whether she lost her ring on the beach, in the sense inside the water she has lost. No, it is a place, because where it don't know exactly on which place of the beach she has lost. In that case we use the word at, where exactly know that you are sitting on in the sense up of the chair, then you are using on. So is it clear, children? So on here and here it is at. So mainly thing is that you must know to use the preposition word and meaning of these preposition word. Then it is easy to use the or apply the preposition word. Is it clear, children, how to use? And such type of the question you will get. And in your textbook exercise also you may find such kind of a example or workout vocabulary to do. Is it clear, children? Preposition. Then next one is next type of a parts of speech, that is conjunction. I will grab this one. I hope you have written. So the word conjunction. Conjunction, write down. Conjunction are the words join to sentence. Conjunction are the words join two words. What are the conjunction? So what is the conjunction? It is a word which join the two sentence. Clear? Conjunction is a word which join the two sentences or the two words. Example, she brought a shirt and sorry. She brought the shirt dash and a book. Here I like to use conjunction word and to join these two words. Clear? So this is and is joining word. So what is the conjunction? Conjunction is mainly a joining words, or it will use a word to join the two words or a two sentence. So here I like that and. Clear? And the next example take. You can write your paper with a pen dash a pencil. So I'll read once again. You can write your paper with a pen dash a pencil. So here what you like to use? Or pen or pencil. Here example, second example as this or. So few of the conjunction word, but, because, unless, why, where. These are the few conjunction words. Then next one is introduction. What is the introduction? This is introduction in the sense where it used to show the expression of the feeling. Isn't it, children? Introduction is mainly used to express the feeling or the emotion, and it will be denoted or it will be shown with the symbol exclamatory mark. Have you observed this mark? This is a exclamatory mark. So write down, introduction is a word that express a sudden feeling or emotion are called introduction. Example, hello, how are you? The word here hello shows the surprise, isn't it? So exclamatory mark. So the word which using to show your express or to show your feeling, introduction, which is represented with the help of the mark, exclamatory mark, is O. Hooray! All such word you observe, isn't it? These are the introduction words. So children, here all 8 parts of speech I have completed. The next topic is article. Okay? The next topic is article. Write down the new page. Article. This is there for your FAs, as well as the same article will continue up to a 10. Clear, children? Because grammar is not that it is only for 8 or 9 or 10. It will continue for long. Clear, children? Articles. Heading like that. Articles. What is the article? Write down. The word a and the. The words a and the are called articles. Full stop. Article comes before noun. So simple definition I am giving, children. So to remember you should remember these simple definitions so that you can attempt it. Clear? So what is the article? Article is a word a and the one, and it should come before the noun. Clear? It always comes before the noun. Such word, in the sense, suppose a and the. If these 3 words come before the noun, that word is the article. The thing is that where these 3 words should be used, in what case it has to be used, how to use. That is the thing in the articles. Okay? Then 2 types of articles. They are, first one is indefinite articles. First one, indefinite article. What is indefinite article? That is a and words. In the indefinite article, we can see the use of a and. Write down a or and, because it doesn't state which person or things we are talking about. Because it doesn't state which person or things we are talking about. So what is the indefinite article? The name itself says that this is not definite or indefinite, because here a and an will be used in such case. In that case, does not state which person or which we are talking about, in the sense that it doesn't say that about which person or a thing we are talking about. In the sense, it is not sure. Where we are using the a and an, there we are not sure that about which person or a thing we are talking about. In such situation, we are use a and an. Here, as in, I will repeat once again, indefinite article will be used with these two words, a and an. Indefinite article consists of the two words a and. We are using these two words not together. Any one out of any two, any one we will use. Out of two, any one we will use. Where the situation is not known to us, or about which person we are talking about, that is not definite. In the sense, we don't know about to whom or about which person or about which things we are talking about. In such cases, we will use either a or a and. Here, example. A doctor, a child. See, here I used a, right, and see, a doctor. I used here a doctor, a, because I don't know which doctor is. This is a common noun here, because here I don't know that who is the doctor. I don't know the name of a doctor, or I don't know he was specialized in which subject or which field. That also I don't know. So I used here a. It means that about the person I don't know. It was indefinite to me, correct? It was indefinite to me. So that here I use a. I am talking about a child, right? I found that child, right? I don't know whose child. I don't know the name of a child. So I want to use a article a. Clear? And it comes before the noun. Observe here, these two are the common noun, and I use here article before a noun. Clear? Here a situation or a case where I don't know who is the doctor or who that child was. So here I use one of the type of indefinite article, that was a. Where specifically you don't know that which person you are referring. In that case, you are using a. Clear children? Then next point. See, you have written the definition. What you have to, a or an is a indefinite article. Below that you have written because it doesn't state which person or things we are talking about. Full stop. Give a full stop. After that, take an example. These two examples you take: a doctor or child over After that, next point doesn't give a arrow or give any star symbol and write the next point. These are the clues that where you have to use a and an. Okay. Then a and is used before singular countable noun. So next clue is that you have to use a and an before singular countable noun. When I am doing the types of a noun, I have told what is the singular countable noun. So I have done the types of noun. So I hope you are clear that whenever you are using a and an, it should be singular countable noun. Clear? Then next point is that it cannot be used before plural noun. It cannot be used before plural noun. Next point. The choice between a and an is determined by sound and not spelling. So remember that when you are using a and one more point or one more thing you have to remember that it is determined by the sound. What sound you will get when you pronounce the word, on that basis you have to use either a or an. You should not consider the spelling. Clear? And now I will tell a is used before words begin with the consonant sound. Clear? You have to use a begin with the consonant sound. So if the word begin with the consonant word, see, you know consonant word. See, out of A, E, I, O, U. These are the vowels. These are the vowel words. Remaining 21 letter is a consonant. So you are using A with only consonant word. Clear? See, I will repeat once again. A is used before consonant sound as well as a consonant word. Clear? So whenever you are using a, there should be consonant sound, and use of a and an should be based on a sound, not of a spelling. Remember, okay? On the basis of a sound, you should guess or you should do the use of a and especially we use a on the basis of a consonant sound. Example. Below that you write down, below this point you write down a bird, a flower. So flower, where the sound comes a consonant word, there you are using a word. Clear? Then next point. Now I told a. Now I am telling an. An is used before the words beginning with the vowel sound. Clear? And should be used with the vowel sound. So wherever the vowel sound comes, there you have to use an. Clear? With the vowel sound you have to use an. An is used before the vowel sound. Example, an egg, an elephant. Where sound of a vowel comes, there you have to use an. Clear? Is it clear, children? This is up to definite article. In the definite article, we learn use of a and an. You learn that where you have to use a and where you have to use the and. Remaining that of definite article that comes with the word the, that I will take up in the next class. Till then, practice well children. See you in the next class.